we're here. Once the hand post, right, short leg, the leg that's nearest his head, shifts under my body, right? So this happens, and this knee sneaks across. This is a position we call cross-binding knee cross. Okay? So we're here. Okay? This is going to be the beginning of that 90-degree turn. Right? One, here's your outward position. Here's your turn. Okay? So at no point when I'm transitioning now does he have space to counter me or get his balance back or rotate. Okay? So we're here. So get with your partner, and we're going to just roll this out. We're just going to do 5 reps on one side, 5 reps on the other side. Okay? Right? And this comes to shin across hip, so that if you need to post, right, that you have leverage to do it with, right? If I'm here, right, and I don't have the 90-degree, then basically she's got the ability to move me fairly easily, right? Or at least with some level of training, she's got the ability to move me. When I post out this way, right, I've got base down on her waist, and I've got her head pinned, right? I've got 2 major centers pinned. She's got a very difficult time adjusting her spine in any way. When we start talking about engaging in Kitsetsu and kind of locking, right? We need to be able to, right, come to here, but I need to be able to have this base to lock out against, right? If I'm here, right, that's how we always end up in these kind of things where there's all this space, and then they bend their elbow, and then you try and muscle the technique more, and you know. Okay. 90-degree knee down position, right? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to post the weight to the opposite arm and of the leg that's outrigged. So if your left leg's outrigged, it's your right arm. You're going to slide your hips through into scarf position. Okay? Does everybody have this? Everybody's done this before? Okay. So from here, outrigger scarf, right? Now step over the top, back to 4 point. Okay? Is this familiar to everyone? I don't want to have you guys do things that you already know how to do. Okay? So then the next piece of this drill is, now you could repeat the drill going in the same direction, right? So we could outrigger the same leg and step through. But what we're going to do is we're going to reverse the sequence. So now what you're going to do is you're going to shift the weight to the left side. You're going to step back into a scarf. Post to an outrigger and back around. Okay? Everybody see how that works?
Barely. Can you do it one more time?
No. Let me show you where that comes into play first. Okay, so we come to a position of side control, and what Chris is going to do is he's going to try and move from here to where he has guard, right? Now, I'll show you, I'll let him do that so you can see how he gets there, right? So he basically posts, he posts against the my hip, creates space by hip skating, and then wraps into guard, okay? And we'll cover that in a little bit. So what I'm going to do is part of my sensitivity, and I'm just showing you this so that you can see why we're doing what we're doing here as a solo drill. Is if you look here, the first thing he's got to do is he's got to bring his elbow in and create space between my hip and his body, right? So that's this hand here that comes in, and I scoop underneath his elbow, right, and I post across the other side of his head, and I move to the outrigger. I only get the arm. In the scarf, we only catch the arm because he's giving it to us. He's pressing it, right? Now I slide through. Okay? Sorry about that. Okay. So now, what he's going to do is he basically fills the space I created, right? And what he's trying to do is hook here and go ahead and come and basically pull me out, right? So, let's back up for a second. Okay, so, once we're here, when he's trying to fill that space, I also fill space, right? And now from here, from this top 4 corner position, for me to get to the other side, what I do is I'm going to trap an arm, right? trap either arm. You trap an arm, and you step back in the scarf, and that's the side control. Okay. So that's that reverse step, and that's where you're doing it. You're basically moving from where I have a top full corner position, right, and coming in and scooping and start up face. Slide back into a scarf, and back to side control. Okay. So does that part of it look familiar to everyone? Everybody's on this? Okay. So when I'm coming in, this short knee comes in on the inside and slides up, so I create that space. Okay? And I fill it, so not back here like this, like what do they call it in wrestling? Sprawl, right? So not up here like this, because that's creating a lot of space and a lot of good room for him to counter. And don't salivating already. So now, once we're here, he initiates trying to counter me, right? Outrigger, clear the hand. With the scarf, right? What he starts doing now is he starts turning into me. Right? So I pivot here, but I've got this arm hooked in the process, right? Control on the arm, step back, scarf. Okay. Now, the last part of the drill is basically to move from here, back to side control. Right, now what he can do is counter on the other side. Right? Come through, step around, moves in. So, but you see, I don't pick anything. I only move when he's arm, because obviously that's what's holding me up and allowing me to move. Right? Same thing is, when I say hands, it's forearm, basically the elbow to the tips of your fingers, because it depends on how high up you are. Right? But where your hands are important. So, from the scarf, let's say, I can't turn on him if I have his head up. Right? If I start doing that, and his head comes out, so bring your head up, and he's either behind me if he's good, right? So I need to turn on him right here. I need to stay right here on him, right? Or right here, right? So the way I have to do that is this arm has to come out. Right? I'm a nice guy. What goes that? Right? Try doing that without taking your arm out. You can't move. Or you create so much space because you're trying to get around your arm. So once you're here, go ahead and take this arm out. All right? And what I do is I come in and scoop the other arm in the process. So try that. If you're having trouble getting around the full control,
I'm not going anywhere.
Thanks.